Hey there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time it's around 3 a.m. here in Dhaka, and on the dot almost. Very peaceful and quiet. Holidays are over, so from tomorrow, I think the office hours start, and it's gonna get that honking noise. You know, the school in the morning, and people are going rushing to work. You wake up with the sound, and you just thank God every day I don't have to go to work because you work from home. So I'm sorry about that if that hurts someone, but I hope you had a great holiday for Eid, and welcome back to the city. So today I'm doing a 10 fragrance list for gentlemanly affair. Okay, let's just say you are a gentleman, you consider yourself a gentleman, you treat women and everyone else nice, and you are well spoken. You are a nice person. You hold the door for people and stuff like that, or open the car door for ladies. You don't have to do it, but you're a gentleman. Basically means you have good manners. You are like a good personality with smile. You're not rude or stuff like that. Okay, so fragrances sometimes do reflect how we are. Sometimes we wear the best fragrance but we have a very bad attitude, so that doesn't have any effect. People still don't like you even if you smell like $1 million. Okay, so these fragrances are all from my personal choices and my collection. There are tons of fragrances out there that I don't have, so keep it in mind. Okay, so let's go one by one. I'll go brief description on each, but I have reviewed them all. You can check out my full review. So first fragrance I'm going to start with is an odd fragrance. Nobody talks about it, and this is a fragrance I had it long time back in 2016 back in Malaysia, but I did not understand it. Now I do understand it as my nose mature. This is called Versace L'Homme. Okay, very beautiful, elegant looking bottle, and I think it has an like built-in atomizer. So this fragrance sprays from here. I'm not going to spray it in the room because it's very strong. So this reminds me of Versace the Dreamer, similar apparatus like built-in atomizer. So this fragrance, when I bought it, it was going for a sale, like $25 or something. They were giving like a very good discount in Sogo, and I immediately bought it because thinking like it's a Versace perfume. It doesn't matter if it's the hyped one or not, but I want to get a Versace because I just started collecting at that point. And when I sprayed it at home, it was a blind buy. They didn't have any testers. I liked the opening a lot. It smelled like a lot of lemon, citrus, but as soon as 5 minutes passed, it started becoming a bit animalic, bit spicy, green, leathery, or something like, I didn't understand if it was leather or not. I just understood it was kind of like animalic or bit like on the rough side, and it was a bit on the synthetic side. I was like, no, 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 I can't wear this because it smells very, very mature for my uh, liking. I was in the 30s at that time. So now I'm in the 40s. And I can tell you one thing, like this fragrance definitely needs to be worn many, many years or times to understand what this is all about. This is a powerhouse fragrance, guys. Okay, it is something of a gentlemanly smell, but I would say the dry down is the challenging part. If you can understand dry down, just wear less and wear it more and more. One day you'll understand it. It's a very mature kind of a gentlemanly fragrance from back in that time, and I'm pretty sure the older vintage formulation on this was more smoother, but still I like it. It has some florals perhaps on the dry down, some green, oak moss, leather, but it's a very gentlemanly fragrance. I like this in winter. I am waiting for winter to come. If I'm there, I will watch. I definitely wear this Versace L'Homme gentlemanly fragrance number one. Number two, this is a modern barbershop perfume. It has one weakness though. Okay, this perfume has everything great about it. There are two weaknesses about this. Let me show you what this is. This is called Ralph's Club Parfum by Ralph Lauren. Okay, and I got this fragrance after trying both the EDP and this. I think there's another one, the original or the elixir. One of them. I haven't tried them. Okay, so this is a modern barbershop perfume because this one features a lot of lavender, and when I spray it, the sprayer is kind of on the softer side, which gives you like this fragrance how it's going to be. I expected like a big blast of lavender, big blast of citrus sweetness, meat of spices, but it never became big. This fragrance always stayed humble, gentlemanly. That lavender plays very, very beautiful. I like the way this smells, very modern and a sophisticated fragrance. But the weakness I was saying, this one does not perform like crazy. Like most of the Ralph Lauren, this they have that issue. Okay, uh, I made how to say peace with that, like kind of like negotiating, like, hey, okay, fine, no problem. I actually like the way this smells. So if you stay indoors, this one performs 4 hours, 5 hours, like that. It's on me. But if you are living in colder countries, perhaps you'll get 5 to 6 hours of push. But the way this smells, very nice. It's sweet, It is not crazy, but it's very gentlemanly. Okay, that's why I like it. Ralph's Club, and this is the Parfum version. Really like the way the bottle looks. Next one is something similar to Versace L'Homme that I showed you, but much more wearable. This is called Dior Eau Sauvage. Okay, the EDT. The modern formulations, they do come with magnetic cap. The older version I also still have, that one almost finished. So that one did not have a magnetic cap. But I always like these bottles. Okay, I always tell you, these bottles, that wavy, watery pattern on the ocean, really nice to look at. And the juice is yellow. So it is lemony, and it's a very lemony perfume. Okay, I really love the way this smells. I saw the review of Mark. He did say, Robzoid, he said, I saw it in 2015, the review. He said this is the first lemon-based perfume that inspired many other, like Chanel Allure Homme Sport, Dior Homme Sport, all the lemony perfumes you see nowadays, Versace Pour Homme, they're inspired by this. This was the big lemony fragrance. It's the grandfather of all the lemony perfumes. It does smell sophisticated. I think this one has rosemary, something green, a little bit of oak moss, very nice candy like. I really like it. It's also a bit mature, but definitely mature gentleman. Okay, so Dior Eau Sauvage, definitely check it out. Very handsome, and this is the top seller in France. Men still wear this. Next one is a modern perfume. I mix modern and old school together. This is Acqua di Gio Parfum. Now already there's a new version out. I just don't understand what's going on. You know, you release one, then you discontinue one, then again you re-release a perfume which is 100 ml versus 125 ml. I don't support that. So this thing was brought into the market after retirement of Acqua di Gio Profumo, right? And Profumo people love spicy, patchouli, marine accords, strong, spicy and dark a bit, but masculine. So more stronger version of Acqua di Gio, the original. So definitely this one I love, as I told in my review. This thing I love over Profumo for performance. This one performs on me like a beast. So if you love that fragrance, get back a bottle right now before this one totally disappears. The new version I want to try as well. I saw Ashton saying that one is the best version so far. I'll compare, okay? But Acqua di Gio Parfum is my favorite. This is definitely a gentlemanly fragrance. If you wear this, it's nothing crazy. It just smells like a very confident gentleman, okay? So next one is a little bit sweet, on the sweeter side, and I would say this perfume definitely has a gentlemanly vibe written all over it. Dolce & Gabbana The One, okay? There is a fragrance called Dolce & Gabbana The One Gentleman. That one I love, but in terms of smell, this is the gentlemanly one. I just love this so much. Very addictive smell, very addictive. This thing has sweetness, a little bit of a tobacco, a little bit of amber, and also tropical fruit punch. You know, it's a very fruity, sweet, masculine perfume. Sometimes I feel a bit of a booziness coming from it as well. One of the best designer perfumes ever made with a beautiful bottle design, The One. So number 5, I'm gonna go with a little bit of a darker fragrance. I do have few darker ones in this list today. This is called Tom Ford Noir EDP. Okay, I got this fragrance last month, not this month, last month, because I had this before, but I was craving for it. I heard this is discontinued alongside the Tom Ford Noir EDT, the white bottle. And the thing is, you know, as I told you, the same story with Versace L'Homme. When I had it, I did not really like it or care for it much. It is very similar to Prada Amber Intense. Okay, both these fragrances I feel are not my cup of tea in 2016. And they do feature like a dark soapy theme, kind of amber and bit of spice. This fragrance is very mysterious, very, very nice, long lasting. This perfume, if you put it on, Tom Ford makes some fragrances, you know, like if you take a look at their bottle, you can kind of get an idea. Tom Ford makes some fragrances very mysterious. Okay, this is one of the more mysterious ones, and nobody seems to wear this DNA. If you're having a black suit with a white shirt, okay, I think this is gonna be a perfect, like, I don't know, is it Tom Hardy? Who's the actor? Tom Brady or Tom Hardy? I forgot his name, but he's the Venom, right? Imagine that dude is playing gangster, wearing. I think he did a movie actually. He's having a big pint of beer. What was he having? Guinness, and they have twin brothers. I forgot the movie name. Sorry, you guys, movie buffs, you know who I'm talking about. So the brother, who's the, you know, like a gentlemanly one, white shirt inside and the black suit. This is the fragrance to wear with it. Okay, very gentlemanly. Tom Hardy, I would say his name is. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. Tom Ford Noir EDP. Definitely check it out. It's not for everybody, but nighttime, amazing perfume. Next one, let's go barbershop. I was talking about modern one when I was talking about Ralph one, Ralph's Club, but this is kind of like uh, how to say contemporary. Like this one has some um, classy vibe at the same time modern vibe. It's called Sartorial by Penhaligons. It's in the market for some time, and this one is officially. If you see the neck, the bow tie. Okay, this material sort of like a material suit, needles being in the like where they make suits, right? So if you can imagine that whole uh, like place where they tailors, right? Yeah, where you go and make your suit, kind of like a gray suit. This is what this is for. I love Tom Ford Bourgeois a little bit more than this, but performance wise, this is not quite a beast mode. That's the only downside of it. But in winter, it performs like okay, but the smell, there's a honey accord, there's some spices, there's definitely a lot of lavender. It's a very interesting fragrance, and it takes some time also to understand. It's a must-have for any collection. Sartorial by Penhaligon's, very highly rated. Number three is something I'm wearing like late night right now. It's called Givenchy Gentleman EDP. This is the new version. I had another bottle which was a little bit bigger in size than this. The new bottles are like a bit smaller. Let me show you. Side by side, you understand the size difference. Okay, like let's say I think this is called Boise, right? If I hold if I hold both the bottles, you can see one bottle is a little bit smaller. This is the right one is the Gentleman EDP, and this is the Boise. Sorry, let me just put the mic down. Let me show you. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully you saw the difference. So this is the older style bottle. It used to come in bit bigger glass base, and I think maybe they're trying to cut cost or something. They made the bottle a bit smaller. It now suddenly looks like 50 ml or something, but it's 100. This is a modern fragrance. This is a modern, very powerful. It is somewhere in the family of Valentino Vomo Intense, Dior Homme Intense, fragrances like those. If you like iris, if you little bit of a strength, like dark and sweet at the same time, sophisticated. This lasts about 8 hours plus. Okay, this is of something I would say if you're a fan of DHI and then the VUI, okay, definitely check it out. Givenchy Gentleman EDP, one of the most handsome fragrances in the current market. Number two is one of the fragrances, man, I just bought in recent time. I did say this is my dream come true fragrance, and I just cannot tell you how much I love this every day, more and more. Armani Code Parfum. Uh, it is very beautiful bottle, comes with magnetic cap. You can get the original code. It's been reformulated now, but this thing, what they did was they took the original DNA and then they entered iris again, so it is kind of powdery, sweet, mild, spicy. This is a very sexy, like a hunk. Okay, if you're going to have let's say, I don't know, dinners, or like if you have you're going to meet someone, like you have a dance slash a dinner sort of a date, this is something you can wear. Very gentlemanly fragrance, very nice and very upper class. It smells very rich, and I think this fragrance is worth every penny. Whatever you pay, $120, $130, it's worth the money, and it is in the top tier of designer fragrance. It's one of the best designer perfumes ever. Okay, so Armani Code Parfum is my number two. And number one, I always show what I love and I stand by what I say. This is my number one today, Boss Bottled. Okay, perhaps not as strong as some of the other ones or modern. This is a very old fragrance. Right now, it's in the market for more than 2 decades, I think. Um, I had, oh man, I had so many formulation of this. I had the vintage. Well, I still have a vintage 30 ml left, but that thing, EDP Intense, EDT Intense, many other types, and there are very many flankers. Every time I come back to this, okay, the reason being something about the formulation is just nice, light apples, the cinnamon, a little bit of a sweetness, a little bit of a mild spice. When you smell it, forget about the notes. When you smell it, you know that this is a gentlemanly fragrance, and it's a very known one. Perhaps it's been overplayed. Like everybody wore this fragrance at one point, like everywhere. Nowadays, I don't smell it everywhere. Like few men wear it, like more mature, 40 years plus. Nowadays, if you are in your 20s and 30s, give it a try. Get a small bottle, and you'll see where this one stands. There's a reason for this being the top seller of Hugo Boss. Okay, so number one today is Boss Bottle, my number one gentlemanly fragrance. Do let me know which ones are your favorite and what do you suggest as like those special gentlemanly outings. Okay, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Take care.